So tonight I'm making salmon for dinner, and I know people are like freaked out by fish, but it's really not that big of a deal to cook. And also there are like a million salmon recipes out there, and many of them are probably very good. This is like a no recipe. It's just kind of a technique. It takes like 20 minutes start to finish. It's totally not a big deal. It's just gonna like take some of the mystery away. You can make a lot of fish like this. Salmon is a crowd pleaser in my house for the most part. The kids love it. I like to eat it. It's healthy for you, blah, blah, blah. So here we go. So let's see our little setup here. I'm telling you, it's super simple. There's like not a lot going on. I've got some nice big pieces of salmon. I've got some scallions, and I just trimmed them a little bit. They didn't do anything fancy to them. I cut some of them in half lengthwise, and then I've got some lemon slices, and I took the seeds out because who wants to eat a seed? I've got a baking dish and some olive oil and some salt, and there's some water boiling in the corner because I'm also gonna make some broccoli really quick. Not a lot of seasonings, not a lot of anything. It's just like fish, scallions, and lemons. Boom, that's it. That's the entire thing. It's not gonna be like a mind-blowing salmon recipe. It's just gonna be I'm gonna make dinner right now. Let's hurry up and get some food on the table. I'm gonna take some olive oil, and I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit at the bottom of my dish that I'm cooking in. It's right there. That's it, just a little bit of olive oil. And oh, by the way, I preheated the oven to I think 425. Yeah, 425. It's already hot, so I don't have to worry about it. So now I'm gonna take my fish, and I'm gonna try not to like touch the fish and the phone at the same time. But I'm gonna take this fish and I'm gonna place it into my dish so that it all fits. I didn't get one big piece because I couldn't find one big piece, but you could use one big piece. You could use lots of other smaller pieces, just as much as you need, whatever that is. Let's grab a paper towel. Hi. Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil on my fish, and I'm gonna sprinkle it with some salt. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so here's my salmon dish. My lemon's here, my scallions are here. I've got some salt here and my bottle of olive oil. I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit, and then I'm gonna put the salt on, because if I salt and then drizzle, I might wash some of the salt off with my drizzle. And who wants to do that? So just drizzling. I've got 2 fingers over here on the edge so it doesn't come out super fast. I don't really need a ton of this because the salmon's already pretty fatty. So I'll give you a quick look at the salmon. See, just a little drizzle, not a big deal. And then I'm gonna take my salt and just sprinkle it. Now listen, this salmon, they're not all the same thickness, so they're not gonna cook super duper evenly. And that's okay, it happens sometimes. Guess what? I'm not a restaurant cook anymore. I'm a home cook. And these customers, they complain they don't eat dinner. So, oh well, it's fine, as long as my piece is cooked properly. And then I'm gonna take the lemon and the scallions, and I'm just gonna like somewhat artfully arrange them on top, but not too artfully, because again, I'm not really a restaurant cook anymore. Although I was, like legit, I definitely was for a while. And that's it. So that's my salmon. That's my salmon. It's going into the oven at 425 for somewhere in the vicinity of 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna probably check it at 15. It's room temp right now. I took it out of the fridge a little while ago, like 20 minutes ago, just to let it not be like super duper cold when I put it in the oven, because that'll fuck up my cooking time. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put it in the oven. While it's in the oven, I'm going to very quickly blanch some broccoli. That just means I'm gonna boil it super fast. so that it's still kind of crunchy. And I'm probably gonna toss it in a little bit of butter and salt. Maybe I'll also throw it in the oven, haven't decided yet. Anyway, the salmon's gonna go with broccoli and rice. I'm gonna give it to my husband, I'm gonna give it to my parents, I'm gonna give it to my kids, I'm gonna give it to myself. It's kind of a win dinner most of the time. Of course, now that I said that, it's not going to be, but here we go anyway. It's gonna go in the oven. I'll see you when it's finished. Hi, it's been 25 minutes on the dot, not 20, 25, okay. I think just because this middle piece was a little bit thick, so I let it go a little bit longer. I took a quick peek and it looked like it wasn't quite there yet. So I'm gonna show you the finished product. That looks awesome. It looks really good. Oh no. Here we go. All right, and I'm just gonna cut into this fillet a little bit so you can check out what finished salmon looks like. See how I just pushed and it like flaked just like that? That's it, right there. If you just give it a little shove, it should really not give you too much resistance and just start coming apart easily. The middle is warm, but not super duper firm. So that's kind of like my medium piece. And these thinner pieces over here, those are gonna be well done. So I'll just confirm with you so you believe me and keep paying attention to what I have to say. So yeah, so my spatula slid right in and you can see that that is totally opaque all the way through as opposed to that piece, which is not quite there. And that's fine, that's delicious. That's kind of the way I want to eat it. So I'm probably gonna eat that piece and give the well done to the kids. Although maybe I'll expand their horizons a little bit, give them a little medium rare fish, see what happens. If they don't eat it, big deal. That's it. That was salmon dinner. It was really easy. I'm gonna serve it with some rice and some broccoli. I'm actually gonna serve it with leftover rice. So that was one less thing to do. And that's totally it. Dinner is served. So I'm gonna go feed my kids because they're already sitting at the table. And I will see you guys next time.